Bonsoir, good evening, zombies. It is I, Look at the Mad Titan. Wait, I normally say good evening, campers. It is I, Look at the Mad Titan. And welcome back to Jason. Oh my god. Jason. I know it might not look much like him yet, but we're trying to get there. Jason versus zombies. And we're in Nuka-World, and it's been a nightmare. If you're new to the channel, Yokoso, Hajime Mashite, welcome, nice to meet you. And if you're a regular to this series, and this series has quite a few, like Daniel, like Teresa, like Shiny Victory, Okairi Nasai, welcome back, welcome home. Thank you so much for spending time with me. So we're in the power plant. Why? Because we tried to leave in the previous episode, and there was no power to the monorail, which I kind of sort of figured would be the case. But since everything... we kind of had to cheese our way into Nuka-World. Yeah, things are broken. I did a lot of tests, and here's the situation. Okay, I got their attention somehow just by walking ever so slightly forward. And I already took a hit somehow through the wall. Alright, I wasn't planning on fighting already. Alright, it only says there's one more. Somehow I'm back to hidden. Okay, so we just got their attention. I cannot leave Nuka-World via any normal means. Even light console commanding. Now, I said if I had to do console commands, I would do console commands. But I'm telling you now, the only console command that's going to legitimately get me out of here is the COC. I don't know if you're familiar with that, where they basically just teleport you to a whole new area. I also believe I accidentally figured out a solution to the you're fighting music playing constantly. Alright, so we're hidden. Now this was just completely accidental. I was like, oh, let me throw on Raider Radio, which I don't appear to have right now. Why don't? I don't know. Let's throw on classical radio. Alright, I can't hear anything. But presumably classical music is playing. Now, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, at some point in time when we came to Nuka-World, pretty early on when we came to Nuka-World, something happened with the music, and it broke. And it's just, we've been playing the hostile music non-stop, no matter what. Now I have nothing. Oh no, there it is. And lo and behold, it made a liar out of me. The bad guy music immediately came back. But I could always just put on classical music or something in the background. So here's the deal. We were going to work our way all the way through this. And it's confusing. This is like the most convoluted, nonsensical location, I think, in all of Fallout 4. Now, Fallout in general is kind of infamous for making these just mazy, ridiculous locations, but this one takes the cake and eats it too, and you name it, it's just absolutely preposterous. There's no way anyone would ever have laid out a building like this. There's also still somehow some pack members or some other gang members left alive in here, or at least there was when I did one of my tests going through. How they survived, how they're still alive, I don't know. And now you see the problem with the music. I mean, I could try again. It was specifically when I put on Raider Radio that it chilled out.
You're listening to Diamond City Radio, if you're listening at all. Since Sheldon Allman was crawl out through the fallout. Probably some bad advice overall, but you know, it rhymes.
Crawl out through the fallout. Alright, so we're not gonna, we're not gonna, because I'll get copy claimed for probably even that 5 seconds I just played. I have no idea how he just came from behind where I was. Hi! I didn't see you somehow for a second. So like I said, this place is very mazy, very convoluted, in my opinion. So much so that even though I've been through here, not in this run, but in other runs, I got totally jammed up and like had to like backtrack multiple times when I was just trying to run through here real quick, just to see if yeah, see, it's the music should still, I don't know why it worked in one of my tests, but it's not working now. But that's fine. We're just gonna turn the music back down. Not the master, the music. So this run has a lot of rules, and we'll go over the rules as we go through. Rule number 1, pretty obvious right off the bat, should be it's melee only. We do have a gun that we have occasionally been using, but it's not even worth it. Honestly, it is a harpoon gun. I actually did go and I finally went and I looked it up. It is 3. It is Friday the 13th 3. Jason uses a harpoon gun to shoot a girl through the eye. Yes, you heard that correctly. Yeah, this is where I got confused last time. And I like how, even though I played it for like so many hours that day, this was before I got sick last week, and somehow I'm still forgetting. It's something about this room with the three entrances that gets me every time, and I don't know why. I don't know why it gets me every time. It's obviously not this one. So then it has to be this one. It's the up and then down and then back down. I don't know why it gets me. Alright, so yeah, I at least was able to remember that much. So I thought I had figured out a fix for the music, but silly me. It only worked in one of my tests. Ridiculous of me to have expected that it would continue to work. But so I said we could be using a gun, but we're not using a gun. So why are we not using the gun? Well, it's too slow. It doesn't kill the zombies fast enough. Speaking of which, somebody woke up. Oh, they're okay. Okay. They woke up. I wasn't expecting them. Yeah, I don't need to worry about wood anymore because I was using the wood to make harpoons. But the harpoon gun is just no good. So, yeah, we can't... You coming? Yeah, hurry up. We can't use... We can't talk to anybody, so there's no bartering. There's no essential NPCs in this playthrough either. That is, essential NPCs is turned off. Everybody is fair game. Everybody can die. Which is one of the reasons why Nuka-World's gotten so janky. Because, where am I now? I thought I was going the right way. But clearly, that's not the case. Seriously, where am I now? Alright, I think I'm going down here anyway. I think this is where I'm trying to get to. Or not. There's power armor in there. I can't use power armor. Yeah, oh my god. So the funny thing is we're going through all this, but none of it's going to matter because even when I get the power turned back on, it still doesn't. This is where we're going. And for some reason, he has not spotted me yet. So we're going to him. So we got to kill a human. That doesn't happen very often. But he was kind enough to take out all these... Well, I was going to say all the zombies, but apparently not all the zombies. Oh, you know what I just realized? It doesn't matter, because it wasn't changing things when we're... I think I accidentally turned the no leaping back on. I'd put on a mod to make it so they couldn't do the leaping anymore, because in my very first super initial test, it seemed that it was like making them too OP. So I turned it off, and then I decided to make things harder for myself because apparently I am a masochist, and I turned it back on, and honestly it didn't make things harder for the most part. In some ways it actually made it easier because I could time my hits on them a little bit better with them leaping. So yeah, I just realized I went through real quick, and because I always had to switch the mods from this series to Sim Settlements 2 because it's completely different mods for the two series, which should seem obvious, but that's the case, and I have to switch them back. Whereas when I play Fallout London, I own Fallout 4 on GOG and on Steam because I'm imbecile, and but it allows me to use a completely different mod manager and everything when I play Fallout London, so I don't have to worry about switching back and forth or any of that nonsense. Alright, so believe it or not, this has all been the easy part. We're not done yet. I mean, I can go in there. I'm trying to remember, was there even a reason to go in here? He's going to say nice or sweet or something. Pretend he doesn't say it. I can't. Son of a... Now, I had somebody at one point in time ask me, what mod is this? And I was like, it's not a mod. It's like 20 mods for this, just for the zombies. Never mind the extra things that I added, like the machete, which was suggested by a subscriber, the harpoon mods that I put on to make the harpoon gun even somewhat reasonable to try to use, and then in the end it's, again, unfortunately not worth it. It can be fun sometimes, but it's just with even maxed out, because I made it so I could upgrade it, it's still just too slow. Alright, there's going to be a couple more up here, but this is the easy part. Yeah, we got to kill these ones. It's like in the boss's room or something. None of them have a radiated... Okay, he's not waking up. He was legendary. Auto stim chess piece. Nope. Not even gonna pick that up. Alright. Last of our recipes. A couple more Nuka-Colas for the road. And so I'm gonna show what I do and everything to get out of here. I already made a save out of here, but if I'm gonna go all the way through this just to show you how badly I janked everything up. Yeah, I don't know why all of a sudden, right at the end here, they're not waking up. But you know what? I don't even care. It's fine. Because again, this is the easy part. We're about to do the hard part. Because as soon as we got that hatch, things are not going to go well. I am going to drop a save because I'm a chicken save, and let's just do it. Away we go. I'm going to be getting hit before I'm even loaded up enough to, well, maybe not, because I think they have to come into the room. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, we survived the initial onslaught. So that's a good sign. Why am I not having Raider radio? Because I swear that fixed it. Now why it fixed it, I don't know. Stop getting distracted and actually heal yourself. I'm not trying to I can't fast travel anyway. Fast travel is against the rules, and it's broken either way. Even when we get back to the Commonwealth, it's still going to be broken. So I can't fast travel, even if I wanted to. If I wanted to be like sneaky and fast travel, it doesn't. Oh wait, I just broke one of my rules. I'm too busy blabbering. Yeah, I can't undo it. There is no stimmies unless I'm crippled, and I wasn't crippled. So, oops. My bad. I'll just eat a bunch of this stuff. Try not to do the Nuka-Cola. Alright, alright, I'm pretty much full. They're gonna start coming. The door opens in or out? I can't remember. In? What's happening? Why are they not opening the door? What? How did... What? The... What? Okay. Is the game cheating? Because there was no zombies behind me. I mean, leveling up tops off my health, if nothing else. Leave me alone. 5,000 of you that are coming. First come, first serve. Leave me alone. Alright, there's still so many more coming. I don't really want to keep doing it like this either. I kind of hate this. Alright. Do we have a... No. Yeah, so they're back to swatting instead of leaping. God damn it, I did not mean to turn that back on. I might just remove it, but then it might make things crash. Things can get really funky. Alright, once I killed this one, I should have... I just want to check the corpses real quick. Because I need to loot. If I don't loot, then I die. That's really what it comes down to. All these guys somehow don't have, like, dick that is useful. Like, are you serious? Not one of them has any irradiated blood or flip lighters, because that's one of the other rules. The ghoul hearts, ghoul blood, all those bones and things, I can't take those. Or more specifically, I can't use them because I have picked them up. I've even sometimes made things out of them, but I can't use the things that I make out of because there's some OP things that were added with the mods, I guess, to try to help you deal with the fact that there's so many zombies. And that's just like from one of the mods. Alright, see, like he had a flip lighter. I don't know why you didn't try to hit me. Screw you. Alright. That's most of them, it looks like. So yeah, then normally you'd be fighting, or you'd have the key. So like, check this out. I've even spawned the key in my inventory, because normally you would have gotten the key to open this door over here from one of the gang leaders. And I believe from my reading it can vary from gang leader to gang leader. So I was like, oh, I'm not even going to be able to get into this door to try to push the switch over there because I don't have the key, so I'll just console command in the key, right? It's not even locked. Okay, so then what's the problem, you might say, right? What's your problem, Loki? What's the deal, man? Well, so if oh god. So if I go over and I'm going to grab all the sodas from here, because again, if I'm going through this, I might as well grab all the relatively useful stuff while I'm here. Alright, and again, the bad guy music is still playing. So normally, like, you can go over here to the computer and it's like instant reports. There's nothing useful in here as far as I could tell. It's just vanilla and nothing. And then it tells you that, like, there's no power, right? And then you go over and you're the hero of Kavach, and you hit the button, and it even registers complete, restore power to Nuka-World. And then the fireworks go off, and you're like, oh my god, that is so cool. Look at the fireworks going off. Isn't that awesome? We've saved Nuka-World from the terrorists, right? So, hooray! And then we can go to the train station, which unfortunately is 1,000,000 miles away from where we are. So, this is where I really wish we could fast travel. We're going to ignore all 1,000,000 zombies, because the entire episode would be me fighting them if we chose to do so. There's no reason to. Okay, so Nuka-World signal found. Alright, so we're going to throw him on. Alright. Might as well do the level up, too. I forgot what we were even putting the level up in at this point. Because we put it in explosives, that didn't help. We put it into gun nut just to upgrade the harpoon gun. It didn't help. Nothing we have done has helped. So what the heck was I even putting points into? Oh, I think because I'm trying to put it into something that I'll never use because we don't do shopping. I think I was just literally just wasting it putting it in there. Now I'm going to put the volume back up because the radio guy says some pretty funny stuff, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now we could run a little bit, but Jason's AP is not unlimited, and I don't want to get caught. Got to kind of just take wide swaths to try to avoid the swarms, because the swarms can turn into hordes very quickly. Now, eventually, I don't remember what the guy's name is. He's a dick, but eventually he should talk. Or not. I only tested this once. The thing with the radio once. I tested the trying to get out of here multiple times. And did multiple different things, none of which worked. These guys are just having a stroll. Now, they can't dive at me, so they're going to have a harder time getting to me than previously. The diving at me does allow them a better chance of getting to me. Alright, so a bunch of them just spawned in there. So it's weird. It's not triggering the radio guy. Like, okay. Oh, there's so many to the left over there. I'm not even... Oh, there's bugs. Why there gotta be bugs? Alright, I'm getting... Jason will not go in water over his head. Come on, bugs? Are you kidding me? Alright, so in such a weird... I don't know what they're doing over there. It looked like they were dancing. It was like a zombie rave. There's the Bethesda stutter. But, sorry about that. Alright, so we're almost to the monorail. Yeah, it's so weird not having the music playing. But I don't know why. Basically, what happened the last time I did it was it triggered his little... The overboss has gone crazy and he's killing everybody, talking about me. Which isn't entirely true because I never technically became the overboss because... Lucky. Who the hell is Lucky? Well... Ow! What the... Ants? The hell did ants come from? Okay, no, there's way too many coming. We're just gonna fail to get out of here. Please kill him. Headshot. Headshot. Yeah, so he did that little speech. Alright, no VATS is another one. So sometimes I will... Deadeye... Nope. Couldn't be a melee weapon. Of course not. Yeah, no VATS is another one. I will use VATS to identify things. Like a defensive VATS. Like if I wanted to see... Like if that guy was legendary. Alright, so here's my goodies that I left behind, which is basically just that. And now normally you would go over to this, you'd hit this, and you'd go. But the power's been cut, as you can see. So annoying. So then what we have to do to get out of here is... So I tried a lot of other things. I know nobody cares about this. I spent so much time trying to fix this in a way that I was happy with. Which is funny because anybody watching probably doesn't care. But I cared. I wanted to take the monorail back. Now, very specifically, the reason I wanted to take the monorail back is because if you remember, around the monorail, it was a nightmare. I wanted to try to fight myself out of the monorail. Which this might be a blessing in disguise because I probably wouldn't have been able to do it. So why that particular one? When you COC, you can COC... I don't even know what COC stands for. Cookies on crack? I don't know. You can use that to go anywhere. You just need to know a thing. Well, for some reason, I remember the Sanctuary one. Or I think I remember the one. So we'll see if this works the way it's supposed to. So this is basically just supposed to take me right to Sanctuary. Hopefully it doesn't crash. And this is how pretend we're on the monorail. Now, to make up for not being able to do this the way that I want to do this, this is just me feeling silly. I feel like as punishment, I should have to backtrack all the way back to the Nuka-World entrance and still murder every zombie there because I would have to have done that to get out of the monorail. Alright, so immediately enemy music, and there are enemies nearby, but they're not interested in me. Codsworth is here. Alright, so let's do a test here. If I put on Diamond City Radio, Or, I don't know, something like this.
This is an emergency broadcast. Our caravan's under attack by hostile robots and needs some serious help. We're just east of Watts Consumer Electronics. If anyone in the vicinity can come help, now's the time. Ada, loop this message.
Yes, sir.
Alright, they're probably all dead. I'm not gonna find the caravan.
This is an emergency broadcast. Our caravan's under attack by hostile robots and needs some serious help. We're just east of
So let's turn it off. Alright, I didn't mean that. And the bad, so, oh, okay, so that's still permanently broken for some reason. Alright, I wanted to drop off everything humanly possible. I mean, I don't need to drop those off. Why is it making that noise? So annoying. No. Well, we've been carrying Valerie around with us for a while. We're gonna put our junk in here, and I'm still overweight. Unfortunately, I think it might be time. It might be time to just give up. It kind of actually makes me sad. But in a weird way, the poisoner shish kebab was actually doing better in some regards. I'll show you. We're gonna drop off stuff that we want to save. So things that we want to save are any of the Nuka-Colas. We're not going to use any of those until we're ready to go down into Glowing Sea for our final battle. My apologies. Let me have a drink of the not sponsor for this episode, New Jersey American Water Company. Let's get. I gotta turn the music. It's so like. I mean, I don't know why it worked.
This has been a pre-recorded message. Message repeats in 3 seconds.
What radio is this? Well, it made the music go away. Alright, we're going to leave this on. Alright, so what quests is it throwing on? Because I don't want to do whatever. I know I can't fast travel anywhere. No, we're not doing that. Nope. 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 And no. I kind of really badly want to go murder Preston Garvey. For clarification, I don't even really want to murder him. I want him to die. I want the zombies to murder him. That's what I really want to happen. So we can try. I have no idea why this is kind of working in regards to the, like, again, I don't know what that radio station is I put on. But look, I can actually hear my footsteps for the first time in forever. This is crazy. But yeah, we're going to go to Vault 88. Just because we want to go to all the vaults. And that one's actually pretty easy to get into. That's something we're going to do before we go down to the glowing sea. But first things first. Preston's not essential. So Preston has to die. I just have to figure out how to make it happen. I tried to make it happen previously and didn't have any luck. But that was like super early on when I was just not comfortable with fighting. And now I am. I don't know how he got that hit on me. Alright, so he was clearly a raider. You coming for me. And you got me, somehow. Oh, I was going to show the shish kebab. Which, I don't know if I could even do anything to upgrade. I might have been able to. So, you see what I see, right? I'm killing things in one hit. It's crazy. Screw you. Screw you. Why are they behind me? What? What? Uh-oh. I'm stuck. Okay. This is inconvenient. Alright, you need to stop being behind me. It's not as fast as the machete, which is why I'm taking so many hits. That was annoying. I tried to anticipate his lunge or his stutter step towards me and failed miserably. Irradiated blood. I like how they're all coming towards me. Nobody else coming from behind, right? How did I miss that shot? Lucky Jason could take a hit. Remember early on when he couldn't take a hit? How terrible everything was going? Alright, they're still coming, but they're going really slow. I don't know if that's because... Preston, you almost hit me. Excuse me. Alright. That was fun. By that was fun, I mean it really wasn't at all. There's still more coming, apparently. I wouldn't happen to be crippled, would I? Nope. So that means no stimmies. And it got rid of so much of my other stuff. Like, how is that only doing... I swear to God. Oh, and I didn't get rid of the ice colds. I'm going to be in trouble if I keep taking as many hits as I'm taking. Because I don't want to tap into my stash.
Hold up. I knew it.
Shut up, Preston. Alright, so I started to say before, what I tried to do with Preston previously. Come on. I'll try to get you around the corner. Yeah, I just keep missing. And somehow this guy is taking multiple hits. Why? Why did that one specifically take multiple hits. You help me out, Preston.
The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
No, they're not raiders. These are zombies. I'm not grabbing your laser musket. No. So what happened was, I've already gone over this. For anybody that's been watching from the beginning, I apologize for me about to repeat myself. But I haven't said this in a long time. So let me put the giant flaming thing away. So because the Preston stuff is so overwhelmingly scripted, I knew there was stuff up here. I was hoping it was food. Couldn't remember. That with all the mods that I have on, it makes it hard for me to get the desired results, which is I want Preston and his people to be murdered by zombies. That's what I want. Okay? Which doesn't sound... Screw you. God damn it. Doesn't sound like it should be that hard. Is that a Molotov just floating there? Listen, you're dead? Stop making noise. So the hell is this? Okay. Say what now? I'm confused. Is that guy vanilla? There's not anybody here normally. What? Did you see what that said? What are all those red blips? No, 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 no. 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 I killed Father Allen and like a million zombies spawned in. No. Alright, first of all, if that's the case, I need the speed. Oh my god. Oh, please don't be coming into the building already. They're coming into the building already. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Damn it. No, 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 no. Damn it. Alright, I got out. Well, isn't this super goddamn inconvenient? Okay. I see how it is. They're just falling off the ceiling. And the Molotovs just tickle them. That's all they do. God damn it. This. Oh my god. What? Oh. No. Do I even have any? Nope. Why would you even ask that? Why would you even ask that? You know the answer is no. So I can't even finish saying what I'm saying about freaking Preston. So they don't even like really exist until you go through the scripted things in there. So you have to go in there and kill the however many raiders that are normally there, and then once you've done that, then and only then can you. I still can't believe they were just falling off the roof. Then and only then can you. Yeah, just keep taking hits. Again, I got used to them leaping again. So now them just lunging at me is messing me up. And that one being on the roof. Maybe that's what I need. I need a choke point, maybe. Let me go up here and kill the one on the roof. Where is he? Alright, now let's go back down. And we'll get them. Oh my god. So, if you try to manipulate the situation and get into the room with Preston, he's not really there. You can't really do anything to him, or nothing can really be done to him. Listen, you guys need to stop swatting me. Yeah, their reach is annoying. Yeah, like ones keep hitting me that I can't even see. And if I remember correctly, they can swat upstairs too. What do we got here? Fine. And I immediately take a hit. It's completely normal. Completely normal situation. Why I was spinning around so weirdly. Oh my god. Okay. Now all the ones that are left over with the grenades just absolutely failed to kill. Still missed one. So rather than tell you, I was gonna try to actually show you what I'm talking about this time. But the problem is, if there was all the ones out here, they follow you in. Yeah, you heard that right. They follow you in here. So the raiders have been replaced with zombies, which that in itself shouldn't be a surprise. And Preston wants you to kill the raiders to get to him. But he he is not really going to help. Yeah, so you kind of have to work your way through the zombies, just like you would work your way through the raiders, which is not in itself the worst thing in the world, but then there's no guarantee that even when you get where you're going, that things are going to work correctly. Timed it wrong again. I totally got used to them lunging at me, and now I can't time things right. It's ridiculous. Alright, so we have to go up. It's the only choice we have. I was hoping for food. Still no food. Still no food. A lot of bottle caps. So you can tell they're trying to set you up with money when you're going through here. But I'm really looking for food. Look, another cap stash. Alright, nothing over here. So we can cross over.
I'm telling you, man, let's just get the hell out of here.
So coming at this, trying to be a little bit sneaky. Alright, I think we've leveled up again. Molotovs, but you saw how effective they are. Yeah, because normally you would come in from over here and then work your way down, but I snuck up on them from behind. I feel like that's not something you see people do a lot, but you can. Alright, we're still getting the raider chatter, which is interesting, because I don't think there's any raiders alive in here, so I don't know. I guess that's pre-recorded, or it's just not pre-recorded, it's scripted, like it's gonna happen no matter what, there's nothing you can do. Alright, come on. Oh, Preston's out. Why is Preston out? And he's getting beat on. I will take that irradiated blood, thank you. Oh, did I get your attention? Where are these 4 other blips, by the way? I don't see. Damn it. Okay, where are these 4 other blips? They're in here? Alright, I'm confused. So wait, did Mama Murphy and like the other members of the party spawn in as zombies this time? Because the last time I came in here, that did not happen. Well, that didn't work. Hey, I'm confused about the blips. And is Preston dead? Did Preston die? And I missed it. Preston died. Oh, right. Well, that's awesome. This has worked out way better than my test run through. Wait, what? They need to stop making zombie noises. This is completely useless, right? Yeah. Alright, well, that, I don't know why this worked this time, but not the first time I went through here. And which bobblehead is this? Perception. Does Jason have any perception? He does now. That would give him night person. I don't know. But anyway, we have 2 points. Caps collector, sure. Lady killer almost seems appropriate. So maybe I'll give him an extra charisma point. So that way we can choose. So we can do lady killer. And I don't, at this point, I don't even care. I'm just going to pick it up. So Preston is dead. And I didn't get to see it, but who are those? What are those 2 other blips that are saying down? We went all through there, so that means everybody else spawned in as a zombie, except for Preston, which is very funny to me. But that definitely, the first time I went through here when I was testing it, everybody was vanilla. There was no zombies. The raiders were zombies, but nobody else was a zombie. So they were all just chilling in that room, and I couldn't do anything to them because they were just like hanging out. They were just like, "What's up? This is what we do. We hang out in this room, and that's it." So I can't talk to Preston because he's dead. Yeah. No more sending me to settlements. Right. Or you're never going to get to send me to a settlement because you did. Alright, so now the question is, how many zombies have respawned out here? How many? Oh, there's one on the roof. God damn it. Oh, those caps explosion is so distracting. None. Now I have a question. What causes the Deathclaw to spawn? He's probably going to spawn as a zombie. But is it grabbing this? No? Okay. I wasn't sure what specifically triggered the Deathclaw, but apparently it's talking to Preston, not ripping off the yeah, that's what I wanted. I didn't want to pick up that duct tape. I wanted to sit in the stool, clearly. All right. So this worked out way better. I'm super happy now. Oh God, why are you happy, Logan? Well, Preston died. That's literally it. And he died getting killed by zombies in Jason versus Zombies. All right, so where are those blips though? Like seriously now. What were those?
Remember, lads, 2 with my C. Come on, dolls. We ride to Lexington.
Who knocked all these down?
No more British occupation.
So now there's no blips. Okay. Well, I think we're actually going to wrap it up here. I know this is a weird place to wrap it up. We are still going to go back to Nuka-World. Not to Nuka-World, sorry. To the station. because again, I feel bad that I wasn't able to come out of that the way that I wanted to come out of that. So I guess what we're going to do is we're basically just going to try to fight our way back into the station and then deal with whatever's in the station, and then we're going to come out of the station. It's probably silly. You're probably like, that's pointless. You're just wasting time. But it will make me feel better because I feel like I thought I heard shooting or something. Did you hear that? No, it's a zombie. Where is there a zombie in here?
No more British occupation. Back to England with you.
I swear to God.
Have your tea back, you
We went
chicken eggs.
we went in every room, right? Are they like stuck? Are they in here somewhere? Are they clipping through an area? Wait, what is that woodpecker sounding noise? What is that? Hello? Does anybody know where the zombie is? It says it's down. Down where? Where? What is it talking about? There's nothing over there.
To England with you. Have your tea back, you chicken eggs.
I've made Fallout 4 go insane. There's nothing on the side of the wall, is there? What is happening? What is this area? Hold on, where is this? Oh, this is wild. All right, I want to drop down. You would have never known this. I just clipped through the ground. Okay. So we can't so I can't what is happening now? It's like it doesn't want me to do what I'm trying to do. All right. So I'm just gonna deal with them real quick because they're driving me banana pants. But there's a whole nother area over here that, like, I guess they decided not to use, but somebody built a whole nother part of the museum over here. Look! Look, there's a whole nother room in here. Alright, well, this episode's been off the rails. Just some weird stuff. So there's a whole another area to the Museum of Freedom on the other side of this wall. There's bathrooms. Look! Whole bathrooms. Now, I'm sure people already know about this, but still, I don't know about this. If you knew about this, let me know. All right, so like, how could you even see this? There's no way because it's on the other side of this wall. It's boarded off. This is so crazy. I mean, I'm sure again, it's not a huge deal or anything, but I personally find this super interesting. That there's a whole nother little area that the mod didn't know, so the mod spawned zombies in there, even though there was no way to there was no way for me to get in there without clipping through the wall. Oops. Is the Colonial Duster any good at all? I can't remember. No. It's hot trash. Why can't I chop you up? Alright, anyway. Stop being weird. Let's get out of here. Alright, you're not invincible. Don't just jump from the highest point down. Yeah, but we'll wrap this up here. We'll pick up the next episode, and we will head to the monorail. Oh, the mysterious serum does wear off. We just found that out, too, because I had no idea. We've had that on. Alright, that's kind of a bummer. But okay. So the mysterious serum is not a permanent slammy jam. Yeah, that weird woodedy noise is still happening too. But we'll wrap this up here. We'll pick up here. We'll head over to the monorail. We'll kill that. We'll do Vault 88. And I don't think I have many other places I want to go. And then we're to the glowing sea and we're done. With all that being said, this has been Jason versus Zombies. And Preston versus Zombies went amazingly well. Goodbye and good night. Sayonara, Toyosumi, camp counselors, campers, whatever you are. Dear God. Have a good night. See ya.